Jack, defeat here at Reading. Can you give us your assessment on it?
Yeah, disappointed that we lost a game like that because, in my opinion, we were the team that started well. We've been speaking about that recently and how we want to take control of games early and build momentum into the game, and I thought we'd done that. And then after 7-8 minutes, one transition and we concede. Then credit to the players, we then took control of the game again and probably didn't threaten enough in the first half, and we spoke about that at half time, and we come out and we concede another cheap goal, and it's all to do. And said it loads of times, and it does matter. It does matter no matter how many times I say it, that the boys have shown character and resilience to come back and get what they deserve, in my opinion, because there's only then one team in it, and we're the team that's trying to take the game and trying to attack, and we had more threat in the second half. And then we get back to 2-2, and I've been there as a player. There is a feeling like a sigh of relief. We're back in the game, but no, when we have to manage that moment better, because we have to keep our foot on their throat and keep pushing and keep pushing. But we didn't. It was a set piece. That second phase we defend well, third phase we don't defend well, and we concede again. And that's probably the toughest one to take since I've been here, because I did think we showed a lot of quality, we showed a lot of control, we attacked in the right way, but we walk away with 0 points, which we're not happy with.
Is that the hardest thing to come away with, the fact that you've done all the hard work to get back in the game after being 2 down, and then only 90 seconds later to find yourself back in the same position?
Yeah, it hurts. It does hurt a lot, and I feel the players in there that they're hurting as well, because they feel it. They feel it on the pitch that there's only one team in it, that we're taking control, that we're dominating. They don't know how to play against us. They don't know how to press us. And then in the second half, we ask for more threat. We get more threat, but we can see cheap goals. And the moments in this league where maybe there's a feeling, there's no danger, and you miss a header or you don't land on a second ball, they'll go back in your box and they'll create a moment from that. And we've said it a lot. But we need to keep going in the way we are and keep trying to improve and keep working on that and stop conceding cheap goals.
Player welfare is obviously very important. To lose Cal Naismith before half-time, and then I imagine that the plan was always to give Jordan Clark around about that time, because he's still working his way back from injury. I guess on another night, you'd have ideally liked to keep him out a bit longer, but it's important to protect the player ahead of what is a busy period.
Yeah, I felt frustrated, because it felt like he was finding his moments now in the game. He was working out where the space was. He obviously scored, and he's someone that you'd like to keep on the pitch, because I understand that he will create something. But yeah, of course, we have to think about Jordan and think about what's best for him and think about how we keep him fit and ready for the next game. And frustrating, but we understand. And if anyone understands that, it's me, because I've been there as a player where you've played too much, or you've not been managed well enough. So yeah, we have to look after the players, as frustrating as that is.
How difficult is that as a transition from a player to now being the manager, where I imagine as a player you just want to play every minute, and Jordan Clark's probably the same, but then as a manager you've got to protect players, because that's the duty of the club.
Yeah, and sports science and everything has come so far since I was playing, and we've got top people here that do that. I had a conversation with Jordan yesterday. I said, give me everything for 60 minutes, and he was frustrated. He was like, yeah, I know, but I can play more. But it's not that way. It's not that way. We have to look after the players. We plan really to the smallest detail about how we can keep the players fit, how we can maximise performance. So yeah, frustrating, but we know it.
And obviously a busy period ahead now, a little bit of a break before Christmas, but then games coming thick and fast. I can imagine it is something that as a manager you've got to plot as a block.
Yeah, and I want the players to feel the pain after this one, but I also want them to build on the belief that we keep talking about, because in certain moments, and probably for the majority of the game, apart from the moments where we conceded, we were excellent. We were the better team, and I know people don't want to hear it. I know it doesn't matter to the fans, and I'm very, very aware that 3 points is what we come here for. But in my opinion, the best way that we get there is keep building belief, keep building how we play, and stop conceding cheap goals, and we'll keep trying. And yeah, we'll get better at that for sure.